Tyrone Bowman live. Welcome to the program on tonight. Welcome to the conversation. Let's get it started. According to CNBC, Trump denies meddling in the Eric Adams case as six top prosecutors quit over DOJ order to toss it. So these are the key points. A top federal prosecutor in New York and two senior Department of Justice officials resigned after refusing a DOJ order to dismiss the pending criminal case against Mayor Eric Adams. Danielle Sassoons, the acting U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, was the first to refuse to toss the case against Adams, who was indicted last fall. Adams had curried favor with President Trump after being charged. President Donald Trump on Thursday denied instructing the U.S. Department of Justice to dismiss a criminal prosecution of New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Trump's denial came as the top federal prosecutor in Manhattan and five senior DOJ officials resigned over an order to toss out the case against Adams, which was issued by a top DOJ official who previously represented Trump in his own criminal case. I didn't, Trump said at the White House when asked by a reporter if he personally requested the dismissal. I don't know nothing about it. I did not, Trump added. Email Bove, a high-ranking DOJ official, said Thursday that the department would take over the case from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York and file a motion in Manhattan federal court to dismiss the charges against Adams. Danielle Sassoons, the acting U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, was the first to refuse Bove's order to toss the case against Adams, who was indicted last fall and soon after sought to curry favor with Trump. Sassoon, in a letter to Attorney General Pam Bondi, I strongly disagree with Bove's order and the rationale for it, and said Adams' lawyers had suggested a quid pro quo deal in which the mayor supported Trump's immigration enforcement efforts in exchange for the case's dismissal. Sassoon also said her prosecutors had been prepared to seek an indictment of Adams on additional charges related to his alleged destruction of evidence and is instructing others to do so and provide false information to the FBI. Within hours of Sassoon resigning, Adams announced that he would sign an order allowing federal immigration officers into the Rikers Island jail complex in New York City. This is a deal made with the devil to try to roll back our city's long-standing sanctuary laws and policies that allow all New Yorkers to live freely while improving everyone's public safety, said Murad Adwa, CEO of the New York Immigration Coalition, in a statement. Sassoon, 38, told Bove that the prosecution team responsible for Adams' case agreed with her decision not to dismiss the case, according to a scathing letter he sent her Thursday, which NBC News obtained. Bove, in that letter, said the prosecutors on that team have been placed on administration leave pending investigations by Attorney General Pam Bondi and the DOJ's Office of Professional Responsibility to determine if they should be fired or disciplined. It's pretty strong language there, isn't it? She just came in office. Well, who does the DOJ answer to? And who does the Attorney General answer to? Just ask it. After Sassoon refused to dismiss the case Thursday, the matter was reassigned to John Keller, the acting head of the DOJ's Public Integrity Section, who also refused to dismiss the case and then quit, NBC reported. The Public Integrity Section oversees cases involving bribery of public officials. Acting DOJ Criminal Division Chief Kevin Driscoll also resigned Thursday after refusing to accept the Adams case. The criminal case against Adams has not been dismissed as of Thursday afternoon. Adams was indicted in September by a grand jury in U.S. District Court in Manhattan on charges related to alleged bribery, fraud, and a decade-long campaign contribution scheme. On Monday, Bove, who is a former criminal defense lawyer for Trump, ordered Sassoon to dismiss the case against Adams. NBC on Thursday obtained a letter from Sassoon in which she wrote, I attended a meeting on January 31st, 2025 with Mr. Bove Adams' counsel, and members of my office. Adams' attorney repeatedly urged what amounted to a quid pro quo, indicating that Adams would be in a position to assist with department's enforcement priorities only if the indictment were dismissed, Sassoon wrote. Mr. Bove admonished a member of my team who took notes during that meeting and directed the collection of those notes at the meeting conclusion. This is another Watergate. This is going to turn out to be something bigger than what it appears to be. This is reminiscent of the Richard Nixon 1972 infamous break-in at the Democratic National Committee headquarters. This is not going to go away. Adams is not done yet. Bove, in his own scathing letter Thursday to Sassoon, acknowledged her resignation and her refusal to follow his order. This decision is based on your choice to continue pursuing a politically motivated prosecution despite an express instruction to dismiss the case, Bove wrote in the letter. You lost sight of the oath that you took when you started at the Department of Justice by suggesting that you retain discretion to interpret the Constitution in a manner consistent with the policies of a democratically elected president, and instead of confirmed, Attorney General Bove wrote. Kind of reminiscent of the January 6th insurrection, where the Constitution was ignored. Yes, people don't want to talk about that, but it happened. Bove's letter says that he had directed Sassoon to dismiss the prosecution of Adams based on well-founded concerns regarding weaponization, election interference, and the impediments that the case has imposed on Mayor Adams' ability to govern and cooperate with federal law enforcement to keep New York City safe. All this intellectual jargon. Adams made the deal. That's what Adams did. The letter says the DOJ's investigation of Adams was accelerated after Mayor Adams publicly criticized President Biden's failed immigration policies. That's a lie. That's an outright lie. Based on my review and our members, meaning the MAGA, the charging decision was rushed as the 2024 presidential election approached. What does this have to do with the election? And as the former U.S. attorney appears to have been pursuing potential political appointments in the event Kamala Harris won that election, Bove wrote. Sassoon told SDNY staff in an email moments ago, I submitted my resignation to the Attorney General. As I told her, it's been my greatest honor to represent the United States and pursue justice as a prosecutor in the Southern District of New York. It's been a privilege to be your colleague, and I will be watching with pride as you continue to serve as you continue your service to the United States. Sassoon had been the lead prosecutor at the fraud and conspiracy trial of Sam Bankman-Fried, the former head of the failed cryptocurrency exchange FTX. Bankman-Fried, or Fried, was sentenced last March to 25 years in prison. I'm going to keep you all up to date on this story, because this story, it's going to get deep. Adams thinks he's in the clear. Never surrender, never quit.